Hi folks, so wanted to make a quick video. So just lately you may have noticed I've been uploading a few videos from my past, well, when I say my past I mean like from when I first started doing YouTube. So that was around about 2011, 2012 sort of. I think it's about 2011 when I actually started, I think, but I can't quite remember. But anyway, these date back to around about 2012 or thereabouts anyway. Anyway, so like I say, you might have noticed that the last couple of videos of, like the one with Joanne singing in the booth for a start off, well that was 2014 actually, that one. But also the Paranormal Laughs, well sorry, it was called Paranormal, the two videos, one's called Paranormal Laughs, one's called Homes Under the Weather. And last night, because Joanne's been here, came round about tea time last night, stayed until just this morning, she's just gone back home. Anyway, we're going to be spending Christmas this year together, so that'll be fun. We'll do some videos on that as well, I guess. Anyway, so to get back to what the whole point of this video. So, as I said, I've been uploading a few videos from early days, mainly because of the quality of the videos, trying to improve the quality. Also because they're so far back. I mean, I've got nearly, well, over 1,500 videos. And because some of them go way back, I'm not sure if some of my newer subscribers have managed to catch those videos yet, but also to just, like I say, improve the quality of them, and you know, it'd be nice just to share them with you guys and see what you think about my early sort of foray into YouTube, if you like. So anyway, so obviously I've been doing that. I don't want to do that too much because I kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit. It feels a bit like I'm kind of cheating you guys out of some proper up-to-date content or something, and that's not necessarily my intention. I'm not trying to cut corners. They just seemed to be like a good idea at the time, and so on and what have you. Anyway, as sort of like kind of a I don't know if consequence is that right word, but as part of that process and everything, this morning me and Joanne are talking about, you know, we were checking to see how well they were doing, do you know what I mean, sort of like, because we think they're quite funny. I mean, I know they're a bit silly and what have you, sort of thing, and it was just a bit of fun. Me and Joanne were just having some fun, do you know what I mean? We're just playing around. Like I say, it's really early days YouTube stuff, and like I say, we're just having a laugh and we're just playing around and, you know, whatever. Anyway, so as I said, we were talking about that all this morning and everything, and then Joanne suddenly remembered about the paranormal video that I did. And again, until she mentioned it, I'd completely forgot, because this goes right back to 2012. And I'd completely forgotten about it. I'd just completely, totally forgotten about it. And so basically this is a confession. This is confession time, because as my regular subscribers now, and because my channel is growing, I'm only, okay, compared to, I'm not saying it's like, oh, I've got 100,000 viewers now. I mean, for me, you know what I mean, 91 subscribers, like, wow, that's amazing. Do you know what I mean? And because I'm getting more regular comments, and people obviously do watch on a regular basis now and everything, and so it's playing on my mind a little bit. And as I say, generally speaking, I'm not somebody that does fake things or anything like that. What you see is what you get, essentially. And so it doesn't sit well with me, to be quite honest. But I did do a fake paranormal video way back in 2012, like I said. This was when everything was in my bedroom. I didn't have the setup here in the living room like I have now, and all the rest of it, blah 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 blah. So like I said, you know, everything was in there. My computer was in there. I had a different computer back then as well, and this, that, and the other. So anyway, again, like I say, it was early days. I had probably about 5 subscribers at that point, I think. Maybe not even that, I can't quite remember. And, you know, I wasn't getting a lot of views, and You know, so to be perfectly honest with you, I faked a supposed paranormal event in my house, which didn't actually occur because it was me. And basically, to cut a long story short, the video, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to re-upload it, I'm going to re-edit it, and I'm going to put this with it. So you'll see this first before you see the video. So this is my little disclaimer, if you like. This is my confession time, to confess to you guys that I did fake this paranormal thing. It never got a lot of views anyway. I mean, to this date, and that's 4 years ago now, that video's got 23 views. So you can see that my little scheme, my little idea of like, oh, let's fake a little paranormal event in my house and pretend it was real and see what happens, see if we get lots of views or whatever, completely backfired because I didn't get hardly any. If you know, like I say, 23 views in 4 years, that tells you a lot. So anyway, well, like I say, Joanne mentioned it today in the conversation when we were talking this morning, and I'd completely forgotten all about it. And then I suddenly thought, oh wow, yeah. So we watched it back, and also just out of curiosity to see how many views it got, 23, like I said. And like, I'm watching it, and I'm sat there, and I felt really bad. I did. I'm thinking like, oh no, I can't. And I was thinking taking it down. I was thinking, no, we should take it down. But then I thought, no, I'll tell you what, I won't take it down. What I'll do is I've put a different description in the description box of the original one now, and said basically I faked it. Because in the video you see me, and I'm trying to keep a straight face, and I'm trying to say, like, oh guys, I was just out of the room for a minute, and then I came back and I'd left the camera on, and do you know what I mean? Once you realise it's fake, you can see how, you know, you can tell straight away that, oh, he's lying. Do you know what I mean? And I feel terrible about it. I do. I mean, that was my early days into YouTube. I know maybe I'm trying to make excuses for it, but when I was watching it, it didn't sit well with me. Do you know what I mean? I felt really bad, and I thought, no, I can't let this stand. You know, it's sorry, I'm just spots messing around near the lamp where the wire is, and I don't want him to either knock the lamp over or hurt himself. Cats, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he likes to get in the video even when he's not in the video. He has to get in there. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to distract. You have to keep an eye on them, because sometimes they're like children. Sometimes they're like little children, aren't they? It's like you've got to keep an eye on them sometimes, because they do get into a bit of mischief sometimes. No, obviously not intentionally. It's not. What's it's just it's being a cat. You know, it's like, why is the lamp over there? He's thinking. You know what I mean? It's usually in the other corner. So obviously he's curious. Sorry, right. Anyway, sorry. Right. Back to what I was talking about. So, like I said, I felt really bad about it, because that's another thing as well. The other part of this is that I love the paranormal. I have done ever since I was a child, as long as I can remember. It fascinates me. It really interests me. I'd love to experience something for real. I really would. I'd love to experience a paranormal event of some description, because I find it fascinating and it's interesting, and I don't know, there's something there that really fires me up. Spot! Sorry. Right, I'm going to edit this out. Get down! Spotty! Down. Come on. No, leave the wire alone. Come on. Right, I'm going to edit this bit. Sorry, can't have that in there. Sorry. Right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so like I said, I've been into the paranormal ever since I was a kid, and it just fascinates the heck out of me. And I've always wanted to see something or experience something. And I actually moan when I see people fake videos on YouTube, people faking, you know, and it's pretty damn obvious that it's faked. Do you know what I mean? With some instances, anyway. Not all of them, I'll grant you. Some of them are really difficult to spot, and you think like, oh wow, you know. But anyway, again, you know, that's a whole different what's the name about whether you believe in that sort of stuff or not. I believe that there's real phenomena. What that real phenomena is, I don't know. I don't claim to say, oh, it's definitely spirits of dead people, or it's demons, or it's this, or it's that, because I don't believe in all that stuff, to be perfect. I'm sorry, I just don't. I just find it really difficult logically to be able to believe in something like that. But sorry, that's just the way my brain works. But I do believe that people do experience real phenomena. What causes that phenomena, what's behind it, I have no idea. Do you know what I mean? But I do believe that people genuinely experience stuff. There's just way too much evidence, way too much, whether it's anecdotal or whether it's actually film footage or any other way of it being recorded. There's just way too much stuff for it all to have been faked. Do you know what I mean? Or everybody to be liars. Do you know what I mean? So I generally believe that people have a real experience and a real phenomena occurs. Just what that is, I have no idea. But, so anyway, like I said, so I believe in it up to a point. I believe in the fact that people have real experiences. And so, like I say, just the whole thing just fascinates me. You know what I mean? Whether it's ghosts, werewolves, well, maybe not so much werewolves, but, you know, like Bigfoot, all that sort of, anything under the umbrella of the paranormal just absolutely fascinates me. And so, really, like I say, I would be the last person to want to really fake stuff, because I think it muddies the waters too much. And as I said, I completely forgot about it. I had completely and utterly forgotten about it. And like I said, you know, the thing is, I feel really bad about it now. And it's like, you know, now that I'm getting more subscribers as well, to be perfectly honest with you, you know, upfront with you, that it's kind of like, you do kind of start thinking, ooh, well, now I'm getting a bit more popular and this is happening. You feel the need to, well, I do anyway, I feel the need to be much more, you know, what's the word I'm looking at? Upfront and straight, and well, I am anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's not, but the point is that, because like I say, you know me, I usually, with the videos I make, sometimes I leave all the rubbish bits in it as well. You know, the mistakes and this, that and the other, and you know what I mean, like with Spot getting on in the acts again, sort of thing. Do I leave all that in? Do I edit that bit out? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it in. You know, so what you get is what you see, warts and all kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Why not? I'm just being me. And, you know, I'm not perfect, and I'm not pretending to try to be perfect. I'm just saying that, you know, you do get a sense of, like, the sense of, like, wanting to make sure you do something that's got some integrity and honesty and straightforwardness about your videos or about the stuff that you're making or whatever. So I think that's quite important. So anyway, like I said, that's, I know, well, long-windedly, you know what I'm like, flipping heck, try to do an explanation of something takes me like, you know, 20 hours to do an explanation of something that could just be condensed into about 2 minutes. Anyway, so I'm trying to be succinct here. I'm trying not to bore you and just waffle on too much. But basically, as I say, this is also an apology and also a confession to say, look, this video that you're about to see straight after this, I faked it. I did it because I wanted to see if it would get more views than some of the other mundane videos I was making at the time, because I was curious, and also because I noticed that sort of such things like that seem to be getting loads of views, you know what I mean, thousands of views in some cases and stuff like that. So yeah, I must admit, to be honest, you know, in my early days I was kind of like, no, let's see if this will work. So I really am sorry about it. Like I said, I mean, a part of me is kind of like smiling about it, because I don't think it's it's not like I'm committed the most horrendous flipping faux pas on YouTube you could ever commit necessarily. But like I said, it doesn't sit well on me, so I want to come clean, I want to confess about it, and just let you guys know, yeah, I did fake that video. I used a brush, actually. I got my sweeping brush, and I got myself out of camera. I used my, and it's not the same one I've got now. Still got the old one, but I don't use it. Webcam. So I filmed it with my old webcam. So again, it's a bit clunky. It's not as good as the new one I've got. and so you'll see it focus in and out at times because I get the chair, my not this one, another chair that I had, and I get the brush underneath the legs of the chair. It's one of those office chairs, you know, that wheels about, and out of camera shot I'm pulling the wheels of the chair and making the chair move, so it looks on the video for all intents and purposes as if the chair's moving on its own. Whoa. Which obviously it isn't, because it's me. So yeah, so that's basically how I did it, and like, I mean, it's not really that good, it doesn't look that convincing necessarily, perhaps that's why I didn't make a lot of views, but you know, like I said, now that Joanne's pointed it out to me, because I'd completely forgotten about it, like I said, and so I'm thinking, oh God, in good conscience, I can't leave that up as it is. Do you know what I mean? I can't. You know, at some point, one of you guys is going to see it, and you know, and just the thought that, like, I've hoodwinked you guys, especially, you see, I guess that's what it is. That's what it is. It's that the longer people stay with you, and the more interaction you have with your subscribers, and the more back and forth, and it's almost like you get to know people. I mean, I don't know if, does that make any sense? I mean, even though I've never met these people, in some instances I don't even know what they look like. You know, I might, the most I might know is whether they're male or female, maybe, and even then sometimes maybe not. But you know, once I had that regular interaction with people and start to use an Adam the Woo term, vicariously, get to know them vicariously, you know, you start to feel a part of me. You do. You start to feel like your family or something, or you're like, do you know what I mean? It's interesting. It's really fascinating how that starts to happen. The more interaction you have with people, and so it feels like I really do start to know you guys, and you know, to me, to think that like I've somehow hoodwinked you doesn't sit well with me at all. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want you guys to think that, and I don't want to think that I've you know, made you think that that video was real when it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? So I guess it's for my subscribers' benefit, and do you know what I mean? Because like I say, you know, I feel like I've got to know you guys, and I've always been that's the only video I've ever done anything like that with. I've never done anything like that before, or since. And the thing is that, as I said, at the time I had about 5 subscribers at the time, or thereabouts, give or take. I'm not sure exactly, but definitely not much more than that. I suppose in them days, because I didn't get a lot of feedback either necessarily. I got some feedback from one particular person, but not sort of any regular or whatever, and again, okay, fair enough, I probably didn't have a lot of videos at that point either. I'm not sure exactly how many, because like I say, it was really early days. I mean, like I say, we're talking, I'm not sure exactly when this video went up, I'll have to check again. It's either 2011, 2012, I can't quite remember, really early days. And so I suppose it didn't seem, do you know what I mean, everything seemed much more sort of disconnected, not connected to other people, not, you know what I mean, like there didn't seem to be any real issue about it necessarily. But now that, like I say, I'm getting to know you guys, you feel like my family to me, to be quite honest, you do. And, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the more I get to know you guys, the more you interact with me, the more comments and feedback you give me, the more you're starting to feel like a part of me, and so it doesn't feel right that there's a video out there on my channel that actually I knowingly faked to try and just get some more views, to be perfectly honest with you, at the time. So yeah, okay, so not sure what else to say on this subject right now, but yeah, I'm gonna put this. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit of a long-winded video as usual. So I'm gonna re-edit the other video. I'm just gonna make it because again, it's got that box thing around it, and it looks pretty bad. And so I'll try and make the quality look a bit better, and the sound and what have you, sort of thing. So I'll re-upload the whole thing with this. You guys can have a good laugh at it, because you know now it's fake, and you know how I did it with the sweeping brush. So you know, see what you think of it. please let me know what you think. Like I said, please me know what you think about what I've just said on this video, and whether you think it was a wrong thing to do. I think it was the wrong thing to do. Now I do. In hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? In retrospect. So yeah, all I can do is apologise again. You guys weren't my subscribers back then when I posted that, and like I said, when I watched it this morning with Joanne, like I said, and I watched it back, and I was thinking about you guys. And I was thinking, oh God. At some point, one of you guys is probably going to think, oh, let's see some of Paul's early stuff or whatever, or maybe you're just systematically going through some of my old videos or whatever, I don't know. And then you see it, and in my mind, I'd hate to think that I'd hoodwinked you guys. I'd hate to think that I'd made you believe something that I knew wasn't real. Do you know what I mean? So I felt really bad about it. So I'm thinking like, no, I've got to do this video. I've got to tell you guys, hey, look, this isn't real. I faked it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. Obviously, I've waffled on like usual. I'm not going to edit the video. Not that bit about Spot. Why should I necessarily? As I said, what you see is what you get. Although maybe some instances, oh, here we go again. Right, I better shut up because otherwise I'm going to be here for. Right, so when's Christmas coming? Right, okay. So, as I said, apologies, and I hope you forgive me. And believe me, I've never done it since. I have no intention of ever faking another video ever again. Believe me, I'm not. Because it's not me. It's not me. Like I said, it was just a little experiment. It was just a little messing about, and there didn't seem to be any real issue around doing it at that time, only having 5 subscribers necessarily. You could say it's a bit of a naivety on my part. Anyway, right, before I waffle on too much longer, I shall catch you guys later. Let me know what you think about this video anyway. So I'll catch you guys soon. Bye for now.
Right, hi guys. Well, blimey, I've just been trying to make this video about my, about my t-shirt. Hope you like it, by the way. It's a piece of my artwork that I got put on a t-shirt. Anyway, as I say, I was in the middle of trying to do that. Then, like, a mate of mine came round, and so I just went out the room, just left everything as it was, and then I came back. And I swear to God, I just don't believe this. I mean, I've watched loads. I've been on YouTube. Well, I'm not no flipping, I haven't been on it long, but I mean, flipping heck, I've watched loads of videos where people say, oh, this happened in my house and that happened in my house. Oh, but I tell you now, I can't believe this. I really can't. I mean, it's a bit freaky. But anyway, so like I say, went to see my friend. We sat in the living room, had a cup of tea, and we didn't hear anything. You know what I mean? It was only next door. You know what I mean? Anyway, so finished our tea. I'd left the light on in there and everything. Do you know what I mean? So it's like didn't think nothing of it. So anyway, like I say, we eventually went. Off he went. I saw him out. And I come back and I noticed that I'd left the video on. So I thought, oh God, come in, turn the video off, and then like when I played it back. Like I say, I mean, well, I'll let you judge for yourselves actually, to be quite honest. I mean, see what you make of it. I mean, to be quite honest, I don't know, I feel freaked out by it, to be quite honest. I really do. Well, like I say, I mean, these things can be easily faked, so, you know what I mean? You could turn around and say, yeah, I faked it, well, fair enough, you know what I mean? But, well, make your own mind up, you know what I mean? I mean, to be quite honest with you, I have no idea why or how or what. I just hope that there isn't something here. Do you know what I mean? I really don't want anything here. Alright, anyway, I'll put it on here, see what you think, and get back to me on it. Alright guys, take care, see you soon.